Okay. Make them know in our website sound bigger for Chuck Norris, JAHMAWI, Maestro, Protege representing exclusive style, sound killer style. Is
Hey,
it's a website sound. Protege.
Brite Lite Promotions, we back. Special guest in the house tonight. I like to call him the upstate heavyweight. I believe y'all got a moniker for the sound, but tonight in the house, representing Webbzite, JAHMAWI. Introduce yourself.
Bless up, you don't know. JAHMAWI fire representing Webbzite sound. You don't know upstate great, you know, man. You know what I mean? Upstate great. Anyway, they will go for you. You see what I mean? But Webbzite sound, the sound where technology meets talent, are the moniker for the sound, you know what I mean? And we explain that later still. We explain why, you know what I mean?
And now we're gonna get into that right now.
Yeah.
Actually, the name Webbzite is an unusual name. So what's the meaning behind the name and what's the meaning behind the moniker?
Well, at the time, Webbzite, at the time it came about, it was over 20 years ago. So at the time it was AOL and email was just coming around. So, you know, basically a bunch of brothers get together and say, oh, we would just call it Webbzite. But we would spell it with a Z for website, you know what I mean? And then at the time where technology meets, because at the time Webbzite, the equipment that Webbzite was using, a lot of people didn't see on the sound system itself. A lot of people, it was like brand new to some people when they go out and the sound system, even the way the, you know what I mean, the jacks is hooked up in the back, and that was, Webbzite was doing that a long time ago. So along with the talent and the technology, and at the time, it just made sense. Everybody knew what a website was. Eventually, over 20 years, you know, a website was gonna be, you know.
So you guys have an actual physical sound system?
Yeah, always.
Okay.
From day one.
And where's the sound based?
Rochester, New York.
Okay.
Sound base in Rochester, New York has always been based there.
All right, so you guys actually have a physical sound system. Now, for the year, one of the bigger dances that put Webbzite on the forefront of the clash scene in the United States was you guys versus King Sean. We're gonna get to that in a minute.
Right.
But the sound itself, who are the actual members that's playing the sound now?
Right now, actively, I mean, everyone is playing. We have 5 members right now. It's myself, you have Bigger Ford, Chuck Norris, Maestro, and Fireboss. Fireboss, the youngest member on the sound. He's, you know, brand new on the sound. Only been a couple months since he's been playing the sound. You know what I'm saying? But actively, everybody's active. Everybody plays a role. Everybody, even right now as I speak, I think about 3 or 4 of them is playing somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a juggling sound. You know, we taking on the war, but it's always been a juggling sound. That's first and foremost. You know what I mean?
Okay, and which one of the members would you say push the war side of a website? Wanted the sound to go to war.
Honestly, Bigger Ford. I mean, Bigger Ford and Chuck. Bigger Ford and Chuck was warriors a long time. They used to clash back in the day. Zone Warrior versus Webbzite. A sound named Massive versus Webbzite. These are Orlando sounds. You know what I mean? So they was always warriors. They always had that mentality. Because back then, you already know, if you go to a juggling dance, a sound gonna flip up on you if you have 2 double cliff of slap. You know what I mean? So that's where it came about. Back then, they used to have a war. You couldn't just go and dance and feel say, yo, you're good now. Shoot out, straight up. Especially in Orlando, you already know. Orlando down south was a even here was a, you can't just go in and dance and figure you're a juggling thing, you know what I'm saying? So that's where the dub plays started buying. But since lately, Bigger Ford decided, you know what? War. You know what I mean? And he took on the war himself. He loved the war, you know what I mean? But he wants some young shooters. So he get Maestro. Maestro deal with a couple war and deal with it wicked, you know what I mean? Then I joined the sound, and then, I mean, me and him, we just go hard. Me and his mentality right now in the war, that's all we pre right now, you know what I mean? I said,
all right, yeah, that's where we gonna pick up at.
yeah.
Now you joining the sound. It's been about 2 years you've been on the
2
sound.
years, yeah, since 2015.
Okay.
October, actually, yeah, this month.
But you seem to know a lot about the history of the sound.
Yeah, because, in all honesty, I used to live in Miami. At the time, I hear about Webbzite about 2001 or 2. I used to hear, because the name is unique. Of course, you're going to remember that. Then I hear they from Rochester, New York. That's the first place, well, the second place I ever lived, coming from Jamaica. So, when a sound from Rochester bus, it's like, yeah. So I tried to find some audio on them. You couldn't find a cassette on them song in them times. So I wouldn't really hear the song. So I ended up moving to Rochester. Then I started hearing the sound played. Trucker played the song at the time. So I said, then all of a sudden, I just started finding out more history about them bridging. It wasn't like, to me, the biggest sound in a small little city representing reggae music. Because up there, reggae music is representing 110%. So for a sound, because Webbzite is like a stone level or a jar up there, you know, it's a big machine, you know. So I just felt like I had to know this sound. For me to do what I do with my little sound, I had to know this sound and pay respect to this sound because I just summoned Steve.
So at the time, what sound did you have at the time?
At the time, we started a song named Blazing Fire.
Okay.
Blazing Fire song. It wasn't even a song. It was more like a everything, a production, graphic design, T-shirt, clothing line, magazine, everything. It was more like it's a straight bit, because I'm a businessman. Everything that has to do with music, I try to put my finger on it. So the music thing was just something added to it. So Blazing Fire was just a conglomerate of everything, bro.
Okay, so you, from a distance, you've seen Webbzite, you've seen what they were doing.
Right.
When did your relationship with Webbzite actually start? Was it 2015, or did you know the members of the sound before that?
I knew Chuck since Orlando. I met Chuck. Then I never met Bigger Ford, you know, honestly, until about 2.5 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. Maestro I always knew, but Maestro wasn't playing it at the time. You know, I wasn't living in Rochester at the time as well. So, I mean, a brother of mine who actually, you know, me and my brother was dealing with Blazing Fire. So he was the one who suggested, yo, play a Webbzite, even though we had our own sound. Because he knew Webbzite was loaded with truth. You see what I said? And he knew that's what I needed. And in all honesty, brother, I'll be honest with you. I mean, me and Poison not made an attempt to, you know what I mean, to join union as far as, yo, y'all gotta play the song. I don't know what happened to that. You know what I mean? So after that, he always tried to find a song for me to play. See what I said? Cause me and Kirk is a brother, you know what I mean? Like, in our real life. So it was like he always tried to get me to play a song that, like a brother song. You know what I mean? Bigger Ford and brother. So he was like, yo, suggested Bigger Ford. So boom, bam. Bigger Ford linked me like 2, maybe 3 years before I said, you know what? I gotta deal with it. You know what I mean? I gotta deal with it. It was more like, it was something both of us needed at the time, because I was retired. I was like, yo, I'm done with music. Mash up on my laptop, that shit, I'm done, you know what I mean? And he was like, yo, Virgin, music, that's me. That's all I know. Without that, Virgin, I get fat up. If you ever see me in some picture them time, I get big and fat, brother. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't have nothing else to do with my life, you know what I mean? So, when I forward upon Webbzite now, it was like I realized that, yo, this is where I'm supposed to be at all this time, Virgin. Even before, even my sound, no disrespect to all the work I put it on my thing, but I was supposed to have been on Webbzite, you know what I mean? But I just never, it was just fate.
Alright, so within the last 2 years, I've heard and seen a lot of Webbzite online, clips of clashes, tournaments and stuff like that.
Right.
So within the last 2 years and you joining the sound, what has the Webbzite done for your career and what have you done for Webbzite?
Oh man, Webbzite took me to a scale I've been waiting for over 20 years, brother. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been juggling, and again, I'm a businessman, so I wasn't about the fame. I wasn't about I want everybody to know me. I was more about the money part. So I was doing what I had to do to make that big money. So I wasn't concerned about if people know me on the dancehall scene. I'm more concerned about the money part. So for now, I mean, all my life I've been waiting to play a sound like this. You see me, I said, my brother, waiting to play a sound like with all heap of dub, where me have a strong team behind it. You know what I mean? Management. And even if I say, alright, I'm not going to play the dance yet, I have 2-3 more selectors who can play the dance. You know what I'm saying? That's what that did for me. You know what I mean, my brother? But as far as what me do for Webbzite, All I do is work, King. I do what the Father tell me to do.
In the last 2 years, I've seen Webbzite on the scene with a lot of clashes.
Right.
Some tournaments, and then you guys have your promotion where you're inviting sounds to Rochester.
Right.
So tell us about your career so far on Webbzite.
My career so far, I ain't gonna lie. As far as what Webbzite did for me, to answer that question, you already know. I mean, they pushed my career. I've been doing this over 20 years, my brother. I mean, without in this business and dance, or without proper, you need everything. You need to be strapped with dubs. You need to have the talent to mix, the talent to talk. So Webbzite basically strapped me up with a dub plate, strapped me up with management. You know what I'm saying? Gave me everything I ever needed, because I was always alone doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? As far as the last 2 years, my brother, Webbzite put me on the map. I mean, before Webbzite, nobody knew who I was. You know, the talent always been there. Nobody knew who JAHMAWI was at the time. You know what I'm saying? Even the first couple of clashes I did, a couple of people was like, yeah, that you tell bad. But within the last 2 years, we've been working so hard that they gotta notice what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? So,
What are some of the dances that you say that you got a lot of positive feedback on the internet or from the fans?
honestly, yo, every dance. Every dance is only maybe one dance I got a negative feedback, which was Queens, which was a rough dance for me. You know what I'm saying? Versus OGS and who else? That was a rough dance, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Both of us, it was me and Maestro at the time too. Both of us nervous, my brother. First time really in a big stage, like, I mean, at the time it was, you know, people consider that venue small here because they live here. To us, that's like Missouri to us. You know what I mean? When we went to Queens. So when we did that dance, King, it was one of the most like positive, like negative and positive dances, because at the same time people was like, yeah, you're bad, but you know what I mean, you did this and that wrong. You know what I'm saying? But every dance just been a positive feedback, man. Even King Shine, I've gained so many fans.
How did that dance come about?
How did it come about? Sure. I just get the calls, you know, King. Them just call me assassin in a road, boy, and I'm just go out and deal with it. You know what I mean? But King Shine is a brethren, like he respect us, and I respect him, because every dance he plays in New York or Jersey, I try to go support. If not me, some of my brothers try to go support, because I mean, we just give each other a strength. We both young selectors, so.
All right, Jimmy's one of the selectors on the forefront on the tri-state area doing this thing right now. So when you got the call that you'll be clashing King Shine, and knowing how witty Jimmy is on the mic and the music King Shine has, what did you think going into the dance?
Good question, King. Man, I didn't know what to think. In all honesty, King, the way I prepared for it, I mean, I've been listening King Shine. I know every dance. I know every audio back to back. So it's nothing that I could say that I was ready for it already, long time. Since I seen him with Cosmic, I know me and him was gonna buck up. The first time I seen that you would play Cosmic, I said, yeah, me and that you take a clash one day, Richard. So I was already well prepared, you know what I mean? Like mentally, once they said it, mentally my mind is clicking, but I didn't know what to think. I didn't know, and I wasn't nervous. That's the first dance I wasn't nervous in a road, boy. Every dance I'm nervous, you know, I'm like, wow, yo, I'll vomit on my guts, like, oh my gosh. That dance, I was at ease.
Okay, you was playing in your hometown.
Yeah.
Was that your first major clash in Rochester on Webbzite against a big sound?
Against a big sound, yeah. That was the biggest sound machine for me, at least.
All right.
You know what I mean?
So tell us a little bit about the dance, because after the dance, the feedback online, you know, you didn't really hear too much about who won the dance.
Yeah.
It was just that the dance had a good vibe.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the dance and who won in your estimation.
Yo, big woman thing, I could talk this right now. Okay, Jimmy know he lost that dance. Jimmy gave me the dance. At the end of the dance, a little situation happened. Jimmy know I was winning, even 1-for-1. Him clapped me 2 times with couple tune, and then, but he already knew. So I asked him, I said, King, did I win? And he gave me the dance. So the next day, I'm looking online and getting messages from this WhatsApp thing, and I'm like, yo, this man really trying to But he never said he won, he just said he never lost. You know what I mean? But I'm not the type to like, I don't bicker and argue, man. Like, I don't like the Facebook thing. I'm grown.
The audio is out there for everybody.
And I mean, people still gonna say we lost when they hear the audio. It's just opinion, you know, and that's good because now we have a little rivalry. Come on, can't wait for beat him up again. You know what I mean? But wicked selector, but sometimes I just wish them would just give him a ratings. Cause you see what I lose? I go on, I say I lose. I type it, I talk it, I send messages, yo, big up, whoever. You know what I mean? I not take it from a man for say, yo, cause you work hard for your victory, boy, I'm not gonna go on. Cause you say, if he said, like basically, him saying he never lost, you know what I mean? Like saying, I lost, though.
Basically.
You know what I'm saying?
It's semantics.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not gonna go argue, because if you're intelligent enough, you know what I'm saying? But just that one thing is stopping me from going over that hump, brother. It's like I'm right there, you know, brother. And just that one thing he said is like, Cha no star. Come and beat him, man. I beat him bad, man. I wish it was a video. I beat him bad, and he wicked. But it's just, he wasn't at the time, like I already prepared for that, man.
So now, in the dance, how many rounds was in the dance?
It was 3 rounds. It was 3 rounds.
Who would you say won each round?
Alright. The first round I would say I won the round. The second round I'll give it to him because and honestly I won't even say he won that in a brother. Cause the second round I started beat him, and then the third round obviously he ain't win that at all, King. He ain't get one forward in a brother. The first round they said he won because he played a tune called Chuck Norris name and a bag of name. I don't know where I'm getting information, but they saying that's the round that he won. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see it, King. I'm gonna start kicking from then. You know what I mean?
So you got a 2-1 either way.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got a 2-1. Even when we're going at 1-for-1, King, people was like, yo, why you play the Harrison? Yo, I try something different than a 1-for-1, and I'm tired of hearing the same set of song. So
Big up the Harrison. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I just try to do something different and give someone respect. You know what I mean? We need respect. Cause only when them drop out, I'm gonna say, yeah, them artists they bad. And, oh, me have them artists they like. At time we stop them thing. Me I say, like at time them thing they stop. It's been years of that going on. Yeah, I wait till the artists drop off for clean them. But so I just started playing different, you know.
All right, and fresh off the presses, fresh off the win against King Sean. Yeah. I saw a flyer the other day.
Oh yeah.
Coming in the new year.
Oh yeah.
Webbzite versus Black Magic.
Oh yeah.
All right. It's in the early stages, but what can you tell us about it?
Yeah, I'm just finding out about this one, but I mean with Black Magic is up next. Real talk, they a legend. They a New York legend, man. But they up next, if you know what I mean. It's their time. You know what I mean? Just like it's King Shine time and our time, and you know what I mean, enough people time right now. You know what I mean? So it's like I feel like it's bound to happen, rude boy. Just like Innocent. Although Innocent about a long time, I feel them times right now too. You see what I say? So it's like we have to clash all of them songs. We have to clash them.
And what's the sound clash scene like in Rochester? What type of crowd is bringing? You guys are bringing to sound clash?
Man, right now, yo, Rochester sound clash scene is crazy. Rochester sound clash scene is something like New York. It's split up right now at this moment because you have one set of promoter over here, so one set over here, so then the people them want to like it. But when it was a unit, brother, trust me, man, you can't even get in. You can't even get in. I remember one time a clash. Like we clash a song named Matira. Ram, Paco.
Females come out in Rochester to clashes?
Yeah, woman. Even last clash, be a woman. That's why I was like, enough song come up there. And I'm not trying to give yours a way to beat us, because there's always a way we can beat a song up there. But when you play a Rochester is they love the history of the song clash, but they love the party at the same time. So if you're smart, you can come up there and play for them. Because enough people come up there, that's where King Shine went around. In the third round, you can't play the local story there. It's cool in New York and other places, but Rochester one year jump up, they want to dance and party, them drunk, they want to party.
So the girls come to the clashes in Rochester and get drunk.
And them know everything what I want. Them know the tune them know from the new tune them to the old tune. Cause them, remember, them parents are Jamaican. You know what I mean? Them grandparents are them friend of Jamaican, so everybody at Jamaica.
I'm just taking notes because the Clash Against Black Magic,
Yeah.
might have to make a road trip.
Nah, you have to, man. You gotta come see it for yourself, man.
Okay, but apart from that, you also in that dance against King Sean, it was a part that you played a tune, and it was you.
Oh yeah.
So you also do the artist thing as well.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that before we tune out.
The artist thing is something that I took on as it was a side project. It was like I was not bored, but I wanted to get it out. I had a lot of built-up frustration in me, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things going on, so I had to just get it out my system, you know what I'm saying? So at the time, to be honest, how this all started with the artist thing, it was a clash, you know, a hip hop DJ, and they had like a clash that you scratch, you know, like old school scratching and behind your back and all this. But he felt like he had to play a dub in his set, so he called me, and I just wrote something based upon who was in it, like a custom. You know what I mean? At the time, he didn't even know what a custom was. I went and did that, and then probably about a couple months later, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna write an album. I'm gonna just do an album, see what happens. So he started giving me the beats. I pick a couple song clash rhythm, like the you know what I'm saying, like the stamina that they rhythm. You know what I mean? Just started picking different rhythm and just started trying something different, Bridget, because I felt like, yo, the juggling thing was kind of, not no disrespect to juggling, but yo, juggling get boring at some time. You know what I mean? How much night you can play the same set of song them. You know what I mean? So I have to do something during the daytime. So that's what I decided for the brother. So when I play that tune, you know, and honestly, I never even think I get no forward, you know, but I forget to make that tune viral. Like I did a tune and just by a studio and said me I gotta test it out. I test it out on Jimino. We just have fun. And when I play the song I see the forward, man, I say, yeah, man. I think I gotta start take that more serious to it, brother.
Well, between being an artist and a selector, I could tell you this much.
Yeah.
The selectors that I knew who were artists before they became selectors are some of the best in the game.
True.
So I'm gonna give you that encouragement.
And every one of them just pop in my head as you said that. Respect.
Now,
Yeah, man.
the audio for King Sean website, where can the listeners find it?
Right now at JAHMAWI on SoundCloud, JAHMAWI. I know it's hard to spell.
So website the sound. The members individually have their own SoundClouds, or does the website have a SoundCloud?
Website have about 2 SoundClouds. Website worldwide, website itself, website sound itself. Maestro have a SoundCloud. I have a SoundCloud, and Fireboss have a SoundCloud. We push audio, you know. We push our audio because, you know, that's what we gotta do for the sound. We promote the sound best as possible. So every audio we catch, you know.
And where can the fans find you on Facebook, IG?
Facebook, same thing at JAHMAWI, JAHMAWI. IG, same thing at JAHMAWI. Snapchat at JAHMAWI. Facebook, all that same thing. Email me at JAHMAWI, same thing, my brother. You know what I mean? Same thing.
Brite Lite Promotions, website, sound, JAHMAWI the selector,
Straight.
the artist.